It's green flag time. Let's get this show on the road. Madison dominates and wins. Trey Wright wins the Indianapolis 200.
Miles out nowhere. He's gonna steal it.
It's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38. Wendy Crouch is going to take the win here at Pocono. Side by side.
They're going to be side by side going down.
Williamson will win the Coca-Cola 600. We are the NILA. What's up, everyone? It's your boy NSRacing95 AKA Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome everyone to Pensacola Super Speedway as we get set for race number 13 of 24 and for the Advanced Auto Parts 400. Just 2 races left for the Season 3 Rebel Cup Series playoffs start. Of course, it was 28 and then it got cut to 26, and now it got cut, I should say, to 24 since Denver Motorsports Part and Northwest Blow have both been scrapped from the schedule. So 24 races now, and most likely that's what's going to be for next season as well. Race 13, 2 races to go before the playoffs begin. It's been over a month, well, about a month since these guys have raced for the Rebel Cup Series, but we are in for a hard charge to end the season. 12 races in about 2 months for these guys, so it's going to be a busy one for sure. And at the end of the year, in early December, I believe, if I remember right, we will crown a champion for the Rebel Cup Series. But we still have 12 races to get to the finale, and we still have 2 races to go until we get to the playoffs. This is how things shake out with 2 races remaining. 8 drivers are locked in coming into this race with wins. Not Jake Galloway, but Roger Way has 3 wins, and then everyone else has only 1 win. Jake Galloway, Brett Sierra, Mitchell Collins, Johnny Garner, Sebastian Kukulon, Bronson Minnick, and Wyatt Quill, who most recently won at Watkins Glen. They all have 1 win. For Noah Clifton, as long as nothing bad happens to him severely, he should be just fine of locking himself in 1 race early. He is plus 77 above the cutoff. Same with Yepes, as long as nothing too bad happens to him, he should be fine. He's plus 46. Rob Evans plus 43. Bradley Weem is plus 34. But then it gets tight. Shane Winstoff is plus 23. DJ Reed is plus 10. Quinton Moore is plus 9. And Zachary DeLillo comes in here 1 point above the cutoff line. So it's fairly tight for Zachary DeLillo. Carter Friesen is in 17th, only 1 point out. But then this is where it gets a little bit more split out, but this race can easily make it punched up going into Pocono. Christian Vargas is 23 points out in 18th. Stephen Cohn is 30 points out, same with Angel Ovela. The Season 1 champ Patrick Smith is in 21st, 33 points back outside the cutoff line. Elijah Gordon is in 22nd, minus 36. Bobby Frazier is in 23rd, minus 49. Mark Davidson is on the pole, is minus 53. Francois Chastain is in 25th, minus 55. Josh Williamson is minus 56 and 26. Daniel Boyles and Osman Ullman are tied for 27th, 73 points back. Brendan Watson is in 29th, 81 points back, and then Million Block is in 30th, 84 points back. Most likely for guys like Bobby Frazier, Mark Davidson, Francois Chastain, Josh Williamson, Daniel Boyles, Ultimately, Benny Watson, William Block, and everyone else bat. They most likely either have to get a really good one at both Pensacola and Pocono to make it in, or they just have to flat out win. Because that's going to be the only way of making it into the Season 3 playoffs. It's going to be an interesting one here at Pensacola for the Advanced Outpost 400, and these guys are going to get rolling for race number 12, for race 13 on the season, I should say. And everyone is rolling off. I do apologize about my voice going in and out. I am battling with allergies still. As of this recording for like 2 weeks now. So I do apologize if my voice goes in and out. It's not fun, but oh well. Anyway, all 42 cars are rolling off for the Advanced Autopilot 400, and here is the starting lineup for race 13 on the season. As I said, Mark Davidson starts on the pole, and alongside him is Jake Galloway. Role number 2 is Francois Chastain and Zachary DeLello. Role number 3, I should say, it is Zach Winkle and Diego Yepes. Role number 4 is Osman Hamid and William Block. And role number 5 is Benny Watson and the 32 of Bobby Frazier, who it was announced a while back ago, actually, like a month ago, that actually maybe a month and a half ago, that he will return to Go Fast Racing in season number 4 of the newly named JBL Cup Series. So that's a good sign for him to return to that team for the first straight season. Here we go, 40 drivers, actually 42 drivers, my bad, 40 laps, and it's going to be a wild race here under the lights at Pensacola Superspeedway. The Advanced Auto Parts 400 and race number 13 on the season. 2 races remain before the season 3 playoffs begin. Who will get the last 8 spots? And who will set themselves up for Pocono? Let's find out right here, right now. The Advanced Auto Parts 400 is green at Pensacola Superspeedway. And we are back racing in the Red Bull Cup Series. Francois Chastain will lead lap number 1, but here comes Benny Watson moving his way up into the top position now in that number 14 for Stewart Racing. But here comes one guy that we saw a lot out front and being in that number 1 position, Christian Vogus, who last him out in the My Dad's Tribute race on October 4th. He won that thing for the 2nd straight year, so we have to wait and see if he has some momentum from that race, and it can possibly carry over into this one and make it into the playoffs. Comes in here, I believe, minus 23 outside the cutoff line. Benny Watson out front, 2 laps in the Advanced Auto Parts 400, and these guys have to be careful. They have to be calm, because the 4 wide, it works 90% of the time, but sometimes it fails, and they touch and they go around, and a big one can possibly strike at any given moment. This is a long race, 40 laps, and they have to be very careful of what they do. DJ Reed in the number 11, number 11, in the number 1 for Chip Ganassi Racing, going for the race 3 now, and the number 1. Not really the best of season for him, and he wants to change that around right before the playoffs and maybe make it into the playoffs. But we have a caution on lap number 3 as Bobby Frazier is destroyed and Stephen Cohen is involved as well. Zach Winkle as well. Looks like it was just a 3-car spin and a 3-car crash going into turns 3 and 4. A pretty mild crash to start this one off here for the Advanced Auto Parts 400. That is a tough way for Stephen Cohen, Bobby Frazier, and Zach Winkle. Especially for Stephen Cohen, because he came in here 30 points out. He's most likely not gonna make it into the playoffs now. Bobby Frazier, he came in here 49 points out, and he's most likely gonna be done for the night. And his only way of making it to the playoffs now is winning Pocono this weekend. And then for Zach Winkle, he's not even inside the top 30 in points, so he's not a good rookie season whatsoever for Stewart Racing, and it's not gonna and he's not gonna have a good one here tonight at Pensacola. So unfortunate for all 3 of those drivers, but it was DJ Reed who comes in here 14th in points, 10 points in. He is gonna get a bonus point for leading a lap, and that's gonna help him a lot here in this playoff fight. But Zach Winkle, Stephen Cohen, and Bobby Frazier are going to go onto pit road. And Stephen Cohen and Zach Winkle are going to try to fix the damage, but Bobby Frazier is going to be done. So a tough way for all 3 drivers, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, and unfortunately the cookie crumbled for them way too early here at Pensacola. But with that being said, let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night on lap number 3 here for the Advanced Autobus 400 and for the penultimate race of the regular season for Season 3 of the NRA Red Bull Cup Series. Here we go, this will happen, a weird incident, but not surprised. This happens a lot at Pensacola. Watch where just clipped the corner panel of Zachary Delillo, got him into Stephen Cohen, and Coleman up the track into Zach Winkle and Bobby Frazier. A incredible wreck avoidance from Bradley Ream, Diego Yepes, William Brock, Charles Crampton, and Alexander Lowe. But a typical Pensacola crash, but normally it ends up being a lot worse than just a 3-car spin. So we did get lucky that it was just a 3-car spin. But for Winkle, Cohen, and Frazier, the nights are going to be done, and quite possibly the championship hopes and the playoff hopes might be destroyed here at Pensacola on lap number 3 in the Advanced Autobus 400. Following along with the 47 of Stephen Cohen. On board with the 32 of Bobby Frazier. Welcome back here at Pensacola Super Speedway, and we are about to go back. We're on lap 8 of 40 for the Season 3 Advanced Auto Parts 400 at Pensacola Super Speedway. 40 cars are still out on the racetrack. Unfortunately, they were not able to fix Zach Winkle's damage, so he's gonna be done, and then obviously Bobby Frazier is done as well. Stephen Cohen is still out there on the racetrack, but with no back bumper, and I don't know how slow he will be. And oh no, 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 no! Noah Clifton with a problem. He has to come down on to pit road right when we about to go back when he has a tire problem. So a tough break for Noah Clifton right on the restart. And he has a tire go down. And that's gonna hurt Clifton severely, as he's most likely gonna go a lap down because of this. And he's gonna put himself in a slight hole here tonight, and he might not even clinch himself into the playoffs now, one race early. So that is a tough break for Noah Clifton. He did not need that to happen, and unfortunately it did. So now Noah Clifton, he's gonna be in a terrible situation. Not really terrible, but not in the position that he wanted to be going into Pocono this weekend. But meanwhile, Christian Russell is gonna make it 4 wide. Never mind. Elijah Gordon got a massive one through the middle, and he's gonna stay in second. But DJ Reed out front, and there is Noah Clifton in 3 and 4. So I don't know. He needs a quick caution if he does not want to go a lap down here at Pensacola. But Elijah Gordon all by himself on the inside lane, trying to make it work and take the race lead away from DJ Reed. But here comes Bronson Minnick and Sebastian Kuklon, the last two drivers that have won on a super speedway are those two, Sebastian Kuklon and Bronson Minnick. And so far, Ford has won every single super speedway race this season, at both Daytonas and at the first Talladega. But right now it is not looking that promising for Ford, because DJ Reed is controlling the field right now in that number 1 for Chip Ganassi Racing. But Elijah Gordon trying to get to the inside lane, and he's going to get there and pass DJ Reed for the race lead. And now Gordon will have help from Kuklon. And speaking of Ellis, the guy that was sponsored by Ellis in the my last tribute race, Christian Vargas, going to go for the race lead. And I think they're wrecking. And they are not just wrecking, that is the massive one. Big time crash. Eli Bright, Zachary Dello is around, Travis Crampton, Quentin Moore, Christian Vargas, not Vargas but Russell, Rob Evans, Josh Williamson, Bradley Ream, Benny Watson, Nick Kennedy, John Andrews, multiple cars involved. But the big one strikes at Pensacola, and it was the 9, a Brett Seal, that won the race back to the line. But you know what? You know of who that helped the most? Noah Clifton. He needed a quick caution, so he didn't go lap down, and he got that. But unfortunately, the big one strikes, and so many good race cars are torn up in this one. Probably the big notables are Rob Evans, Bradley Ream, because Bradley Ream came in here 12th in points plus 34, and Rob Evans came in here in 10th, actually in 11th plus 45. And then Deletto also got a piece of it. I saw him go spinning like a top. Quentin Moore, who is in 15th in points, he has some damage. Oh boy. This is what we come to expect to see here at Pensacola, and unfortunately the huge one strikes, and so many people are involved, and it is only on lap number 12. And it looks like now apparently everyone's gonna pit. I guess with it being such a long track, they just want to make sure that they have enough fuel to make it, and everyone is pitting. And that is going to affect a lot of cars, not only in this race, but also to make it into the playoffs. And it looks like for most of these guys, it's just going to be fuel only. Don't really need tires at all. And watch away for Joe Gibbs Racing, the only guy that has more than 1 win this season. Watch away with 3 wins on the season. He's going to win the race off of Pitbull, Brett Sear in second, Garner in third, Focus in fourth, Chastain in fifth, Tall in sixth, Collins in seventh, the Daytona 500 champion, William Block in eighth. So this is going to be interesting to see of what happens here. But a lot of 20 place cars, and I believe Noah Clifton will be just fine. So that was a perfectly timed caution for Noah Clifton. But now he just has to hope that he doesn't blow out another tire right when we go back green on the second restart of the day. But with that being said, let's see if what on earth happened to bring out the caution number 2 of the night here at Pensacola, and for the Advanced Auto Parts 400 for race number 13 of Season 3 of the Red Bull Cup Series. Here we go, this happened. It was 2 crashes combined into 1. Quinton Moore got into Eli Bright in the number 48, turned him up the racetrack and into Patrick Smith, and they went around. But then up ahead, John Andrews gets turned by Nick Kennedy, and then Benny Watson and Josh Williamson go around as well. And then all heck breaks loose. Bob Evans involved, the 37 involved, the 22, the 34, the 31. Travis Crampton actually went around. He was involved, but he saved it, I believe. And that's where DeLello went around. Nick Kennedy, Benny Watson, John Andrews, Osman Hamid, Eli Bright, Shane Winslow. So many good race cars involved in this one. But that's just the name of the game when you come to a super speedway. And it just so happened that it was 2 or 3 crashes that combined into 1, and that's how the huge one striked here in the Advanced Auto Parts 400 and here at Pensacola Super Speedway. Following along the 48 of Eli Bright. Following along with the 24 of John Andrews. Last but not least, on board with the 36 of Travis Crampton. Welcome back here at Pensacola Super Speedway, and it will be 25 laps to go here in the Advanced Auto Parts 400, and it's gonna work out perfectly for Noah Clifton because he will be the race leader on this restart, followed by Roger Way, Brett Sear, Johnny Garner, and Christian Vargas to top 5. But 32 cars on the racetrack. Josh Williamson is done, Bradley Ream, Rob Evans, John Andrews, Eli Bright, Andrew Miller, and Osman Ahmed and Nick Kennedy are all done. So a couple of big names out, like Bradley Ream, that's huge, and the 65 of Rob Evans, that's also huge. two drivers that need to have good runs to end the regular season, and now they are going to be stressing going into Pocono this weekend. But meanwhile, we still have 25 laps to go here in this one, and for the Advanced Autoparts 400, Noah Clifton is out front, Brett Sealer is in second, and the massive trouble and massive one from Mitchell Collins. They are too contaminating it and made it 4 wide, and they are zooming through this field. How long can Noah Clifton stay out front in that 00 for Starcom Racing? Not for long, because here comes Brett Sealer to the inside in the number 9. He has not won since Atlanta way early on in the season. But he's been really strong and consistent since then. And who knows, he could be a sleeper pit in the playoffs. Down the back stretch, side by side. Here comes William Block on the number 88. He got not really involved, but he got a near miss during the first crash, and now he is up front and helping his teammate possibly take the race lead away. And here comes the most recent winner, Wyatt Quayle, and the number 15 who won at Watkins Glen. He's now up front in the number 15. Eric Monaco, part-time driver, is up front. A lot of names that we have not really seen up to this point in this race. And they are going to go 4 wide, almost 5 wide in the middle of the pack. And just looking at this pack, looks like we have about, I would say, 24 cars in this lead pack. And then you have Carl Reese and Travis Crampton and Christian Russell and Zachary Delano and a couple others just falling back, probably being smart, knowing that there's still 22 laps to go here in this race. But it is still these two battling for the race lead, Brett Sealer and Noah Clifton, as the pack is starting to get a little bit rowdy. Right behind him, going 3 and 4 wide, multiple rows deep. Brett Sealer has help from the season #1 champ Patrick Smith right behind him. But now you have Pez, now Bronson Minnick, the most recent on the Super Speedways, won the Power 400 at Daytona, trying to go 2 in a row in the Super Speedways here for the Red Bull Cup Series. But I don't know how long these guys are gonna last. They are getting very tight in this field, but they are still going to be clean and green, even though there was some tight calls, a 4 wide right behind them. But you know what, ever since the restart, Brett Sealer and Noah Clifton have been side by side for this race lead, but they cannot get by each other until right there. Bronson Minnick gave a massive push to Noah Clifton. Now Clifton has a clear car length lead over the field. And in second, it is the 18 of Angel Overa. But here comes DJ Reed. He's moving his way up through the field, but never mind. Marjorie's gonna make it 4 wide. No, he's gonna let DJ Reed back in. But here's the thing. When will we catch up to lap traffic? Because these guys are in, I believe, 3 and 4. Yeah, 3 and 4. And these guys are in the back stretch right now. Quentin Witt is off the pace. Stephen Cohen, Benny Watson, Nick Kennedy. And then you have this 4-car pack of Deletto, Russell, Friesen, and Crampton. So, if this race goes green for the last 19 laps, which I doubt it, but it might, lap traffic is going to be a big time factor of who wins this race. But Noah Clifton doing a perfect job right now, just staying out front, but he has the most winning driver on the season, Marjorie right behind him. But here's the thing, Marjorie pretty much during the summer in the second half of the regular season. He has not really been that strong as he was at the beginning of the season. So, who knows, maybe he's not as strong as what he once was, or maybe he's just saving himself. I don't really know. But all I do know is that Noah Clifton might not be the way to do it. Might not be the way to do it anymore, because now Francois Chastain is trying to take the race away, but never mind, because now Eric Monaco with a bold 3-wide move, he's gonna go for the race lead. And Daniel Voiles, who won the Canadian Super Speedway Series Championship, he's trying to win this race. I'm probably not gonna upload the Canadian Super Speedway Series race, but I don't know, I might at some point, but that's just not my top priority to upload the season 9 for that series. But I will just say that Daniel Voiles won the championship, so congratulations to Daniel Voiles on winning the championship. His future is unknown in this league, but he did get a championship in this league, and he won the Canadian Super Speedway Series championship. And now Voiles, he's trying to have some more good luck here at Pensacola and win this one and win the Rebel Cup Series race. But still a long way to go here for the Advanced Autosports 400. Diego Lopez is moving up to the towards the front, and there's Quentin Moore in the number 34, who's only going 200 miles an hour, and he's gonna hold up Sebastian Kuklon, and now he's gonna hold up the top side of Million Block with a gutsy move on the inside lane, and he's gonna get by everyone. But for Alexander Rowe, Roger Way, Madison Tall, Evan Hunter, Francois Chastain, DJ Reed, and Noah Clifton, they are all gonna get held up by a slow Quentin Moore in the number 34 machine. And that's a tough break for all of those drivers. Lap traffic is gonna be a determining factor of who wins this race, since we are coming to 15 laps to go in the Advanced Autosports 400. Luckily, it's about half a track away until we catch up to Stephen Cullen, Ben Watson, and Nick Kennedy. But if we do catch up with them before this race is over, that is going to shake things up a ton. Jake Galloway, who has not won since I believe Las Vegas, all the way at the beginning of the season. He would like to have another win on his campaign, but he's been really consistent. For most of the season, it's been a battle between Noah Clifton and Jake Galloway for that regular season championship. That is also important because you get, I believe, like 5, 10, 15 bonus points for winning the regular season championship. So that is very important for those two drivers. And right now, Jake Galloway would be in a better shape, I believe. But don't quote me on that. Still a long way to go in this race. Still only on lap 27 of 40. This means of 40. Here comes the number 40 of Tristan Allen, moving his way up towards the front. But never mind, because now Kuklon and Collins with a massive one on the inside lane. 4 Fords in a row. Kuklon, Collins, Davidson, and Smith. They got a massive one, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4 now here at Pensacola. I'm telling you, there's something to do with the Fords on the Super Speedways this year that no one can stop them. That's the reason why that they have won all 3 Super Speedway races up to this point. And who knows, late in this race, if they can keep this up, they might go 4 for 4 of season number 3. Kuklon out front, Mitchell Collins, the Daytona 500 champion, up front, but here comes the poster, Mark Davison, making it 3 wide for the race lead now from help from Christian Vargas, right behind him in the number 95. 3 wide at the line. Collins believe lap number 28. 12 laps to go here in the Advanced Outpost 400. Mark Davidson out front. Vargas in second. Soon to be second, I should say. Angel Collins up front, Angel Oliveira up front. Multiple drivers that we have not seen much this race or much this season are up front and potentially trying to steal a win and make it into the playoffs late in the regular season. "11 laps to go here at Pensacola, and I don't know if we're gonna catch up with many more lap cars. We might, but we might not. I don't know. But what I do know is that we have a battle for the race lead between Mark Davidson and Major Collins, and here comes probably the fastest car of the night, DJ Reed from out for Blossom Neck. 2 rookies, actually 3 rookies in a row working together. Never mind Blossom Neck, who won at Daytona, the most recent super speedway race. He's gonna leave DJ Reed out for dry, and he's gonna take the race lead away, coming to 10 laps to go in the Advanced Outpost 400 at Pensacola. But here comes Elijah Gordon, and there they go, the wrecking! Mass and Tall, Sebastian Kuklon! Out, oh, Johnny Garner into Alexander, but oh my god! Mass and Tall, Diego Yepes, Roger Way went flying into the air. DJ Reed is destroyed. Daniel Voiles, that was the most vicious crash I've ever seen. Francois Chastain involved. And meanwhile, racing back to the line for the 3rd time of the night. It will be the number 3 of Elijah Gordon winning the race back to the line. But holy smokes, I am speechless. I hate my speech impediment because I couldn't say the number 6 of Alexander roll properly, and then all I saw was a flying Roger White and a flying Massenthal. Oh my god. Well, this changes more about the playoff situation. Francois Chastain involved. Johnny Garner, he was all the way in. Alexander Roll, Patrick Smith, Vargas, Tall, Roger Way, Diego Yepes, the 18 of Oliveira. A total destruction night here at Pensacola Super Speedway. And a massive crash. Cars flying in the air and everything. Here with about 8 to 10 laps to go. What a massive, massive crash. And we still have 8 laps to go. And once we go back going, it will be probably 3 or 4 lap shootout here in the Advanced Outpost 400. But man, that took out a lot of race cars. And a lot of good ones as well. Here in this one. Well, with that being said, let's go at it and see what happened to bring out caution number 3 of the night. And let's see what on earth happened here at Pensacola for the 3rd caution of the night. And for the Advanced Outpost 400 for Season 3 of the Red Bull Cup Series. Here we go, this weapon, same old here at Pensacola. And the 4 wide did not work. Down into turn number 1, Massenthal, Angel Oliveira, Diego Yepes, Christian Focus, Sebastian Kuklon went around in the 41, Alexander Roll as well. Daniel Voiles, I don't know what happened to him, because he looked to be just fine. Oh, I know, Francois Chastain ran into the back of the 17 and then sent those two around and into the outside wall. But then this is where things get out of hand. Johnny gonna hit the 6 of Alexander Whoa. And then look at Massenthal. Watch where he comes in and awkwardly T-bones Massenthal into the 95 and sends Tall flying probably 15-20 feet into the air. And then lands hard on the ground, lands on top of the 18, sends the 18 off the ground a little bit. And then Yepes onto, I believe, the 95, and then Tall onto the 6 of Alexander Whoa. Just a massive crash. And then something happened between Patrick Smith and Daniel Voiles up here. As well. Just a massive crash. I've never seen anything like that ever. And it happens here tonight at Pensacola Super Speedway. A wild crash and a wild race here tonight at Pensacola Super Speedway. Following along with the 17 of Daniel Voiles, for what happened right in front of him, he did a good job avoiding it, but then out of nowhere came Francois Chastain with a full head of steam, ran right into the back of Daniel Voiles. And then Francois Chastain and Daniel Voiles hauled into the outside wall. And then they shot back down the racetrack, and oh boy, Patrick Smith was just an innocent bystander in all this, and then nowhere to go. Oh my god, what a shot for Patrick Smith and Daniel Voiles. Patrick Smith actually goes upside down and in the grass a couple of times because of that. A massive shot for Patrick Smith and Daniel Voiles. A wild night for sure here at Pensacola. And that's what happened to Patrick Smith, Daniel Voiles, and Francois Chastain. Following along with the 10 of Patrick Smith. Here we go on board with the number 19 of Watch Away. On board with the 52 of Diego Yepes. Last but not least, on board with the 42 of Massenthal. Here we go, getting set to go back, coming with 5 laps to go in the Advanced Auto Parts 400 at Pensacola Super Speedway. The top 5 on the restart will be Elijah Gordon, Monster Minute, Eric Monaco, Noah Clifton, and Tristan Allen. And then the cars that are out are Francois Chastain, Sebastian Kukulon, Daniel Voiles, Patrick Smith, Johnny Garner, Alexander Whoa, Christian Vargas, Massenthal, Diego Yepes, Angel Oliveira, and the 19 of Watch Away. For over 21 cars on the racetrack, 20 cars on the lead lap, 5 laps to go in the Advanced Auto Parts 400 for the penultimate race of the regular season. Elijah Gordon out front. Can he steal one and make it into the playoffs? Or will Noah Clifton finally get his first win in the Red Bull Cup Series after being so close this season? Or will DJ Reed, who's been very clean all race long, currently inside the playoff in points, can he get a win? Or will Jake Galloway, Brett Sewell, Wyatt Quayle, Mitchell Collins, will any of those guys get the second win on the season? Or will someone surprise us, like, freaking, Carlito Friesen, who we didn't see always long, kept it clean, kept it smart, realized that he was 1 point out, and now he's up front late in the going. Same with Travis Crampton and the 8 of, Zachary DeLillo. So multiple drivers that we haven't seen up front most of the night are up front late in the going with 4 laps to go. But Steele out front now in the number 9 trying to get his second win on the season. But Wyatt Quayle, he's trying to go 2 in a row in the Red Bull Cup Series after winning at Watkins Glen last time out. The poster Mark Davidson is up front now. Mitchell Collins as well, the Daytona 500 champion. Can Ford win again on the super speedways, or will a Chevy or a Toyota finally break that streak? Mitchell Collins is gonna help Mark Davidson there, and these two Fords are tag teaming on these Chevys and Toyotas right now. Coming to 2 laps to go. Brett Sewell out front, Mark Davidson in second. Mitchell Collins in third, but he's not going to be in third for much longer. Oh yeah, he's not going to be there for much longer because now Jake Galloway making it 3 wide, but Tristan out of nowhere is going to make it 4 wide. Where did Eric Monaco come from? Where did Tristan Allen come from? Multiple drivers that we have not seen yet up front late in the going. 1.5 laps to go here in the advanced Outpost 400. Here comes Jake Galloway out of nowhere trying to take second away, and he has a Toyota teammate. I guess you can say the defending Krispy Kreme Series champion Eric Monaco up to third. And he is on the move. Here we go. Final lap. Who will win the advanced Outpost 400? Will it be Brett Sewell, Eric Monaco, Jake Galloway, Mitchell Collins, Bronson Minute, Travis Crampton, or someone totally different? Brett Sewell awfully strong late in this race. We have a Chevy, a Toyota, and a Ford 1, 2, 3 with a lap and a half to go. Brett Sewell and Jake Galloway. He's not going to get there in 3 and 4, but he might get a 1 in the middle. He's going to get there, but Sewell tried blocking him. Sewell has no help. Boston Minnick is helping Jake Galloway. And it's going to be... I don't know. It was Jake Galloway. Jake Galloway, the Briton, I should say, gets it done, and for the first time since Las Vegas, he wins. In a photo finish at the line between himself and Brett Sewell, Jake Galloway barely edges out, and the highest Ford of the race was Bronson Minnick in third. And Ford is not going to sweep the super speedways this season, and the 3-race streak at Daytona, Talladega, and Daytona again of super speedway wins comes to an end here tonight at Pensacola Super Speedway. What was that full finish? 0.003, 3/1000ths of a second for Jake Galloway, edging out Brett Sewell. One of the closer finishes in Iowa history, and it comes here at Pensacola Super Speedway. What a race, what a finish. Oh my goodness, this was something, just to say the least. Jake Galloway gets the job done. Brett Sewell in second, Bronson Minnick in third, Monaco in fourth, Crampton out of nowhere in fifth, Noah Clifton in sixth. For Noah Clifton, he had a tire go down early in the race, needed a caution, got a caution, stayed on the lead lap, and he comes home in sixth, and I'm pretty sure with the amount of people crashed out in this race that might have just locked Noah Clifton in to the playoffs for season number 3 of the Red Bull Cup Series. It's a great one for him. Evan Hunter in 7th, DJ Reed in 8th, Wyatt Quayle in 9th, and Mark Davison in 10th. Carl Friesen, we didn't see him all race long. He survived the melee, and he gets 11th. That's going to work out great for him in the point situation going into Pocono. Million Block in 12th, Mitchell Collins in 13th, Elijah Gordon 14th, Tristan Allen 15th, Deletto 16th, Russell 17th, Kennedy 18th, Watson 19th, Cohen in 20th, and Quentin Moore with only called one lap down in 21st. Half the field ended up finishing in the garage from 22nd down to 42nd, from Francois Chastain all the way down to Bobby Fraser. They all finished in the garage. A wild race for sure here at Pensacola Superspeedway. But it's gonna be an interesting one for sure once we get to Pocono this weekend for a doubleheader and for the regular season finale for the Power Truck Series and for the Red Bull Cup Series. A wild race, a wild finish, and just an amazing race here at Pensacola Superspeedway, and Jake Galloway gets his second win on the season and starts gaining momentum towards the season 3 playoffs. Thank you guys so much for watching. The points, the regular season points, the playoff points, the Rookie of the Year points, the team points, and bonus for Jake Galloway are coming up next. And until this weekend, for the regular season finale doubleheader for not only the Power Truck Series, but also for the Red Bull Cup Series, I will see you guys then. Once again, congratulations to Jake Galloway for winning here tonight. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and until Pocono this weekend, and until we find out of who makes it into the Season 3 playoffs for both Power Truck Series and the Red Bull Cup Series, I will see you guys then. Once again, congratulations to Jake Galloway for the race win. Until Pocono this weekend, I will see you guys later. Bye!